Hey there guys, it's the Camel again and welcome back to a brand new episode of Camel Kingdom. Yeah, basically, just mentioning at the start again, it is as always, it's directly taken from the Twitch recording, but since I changed a little bit the overlay of the entire thing, I think it's not too bad. Actually, that you have this little overlay on top of in the middle of it, and every now and then on the right hand side there will be the kind of social media overlay pop in, which is in real time not that annoying because it's like I think I've got 3 minutes or so in between, but yeah, so just mentioning. But this overlay is kind of cool because I think I'm going to try to bring it in each and every episode also on YouTube, because I'm trying to connect a little bit all of my channels, because it's a little bit more easy for me to kind of keep in contact with all of you guys, because I see that a lot of guys are not on Twitter, but they are maybe on Instagram, or they are not on Instagram, but then they're on Twitch, and you know, and some of those just use the Discord and stuff like that. So I just offered you to join all of those groups, and I will jump in of all of those every now and then, and will share my informations if I do have to say anything to you or something to you regarding kind of stream schedules or so. I'm going to just give you a quick info in all of these channels, and so it's a little bit more easy for me to keep you guys informed without making myself too stressed out because of different things. And before going into what I'm actually doing right now, I just also wanted to mention that I kind of have a new idea about streaming. So I'm not pretty sure if Camel Kingdom will be a thing that will be streamed more often in the future, because I have some ideas what we could do as well, but I'm not telling too much. And the second point is that I do have to excuse, actually it's not that bad, but I just want to say this episode, I don't know when I'm going to release it. I think it's maybe even tonight, if I get it rendered in time and then upload it, because the problem is tomorrow the big update, the summer update is coming. I'll do a special episode of that as well, and after this we have, I think, 3 more episodes. Oh no, I'm going to stream tonight as well. So 4 more episodes of this Camel Kingdom with the old version of the game. Actually, it's not the old version at the moment, but tomorrow it will be the old version. So I'm pretty sure that this might be a little bit annoying, and this is also why I'm going to pump those episodes out as soon as possible. So I think this week will be quite busy on my channel, so each and every day you will get an episode of Camel Kingdom. Don't know if I make it tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the big update day, but then from Wednesday on to maybe Sunday or so, you should have an episode each and every day. I'm not going to lean myself out of the window too much, but yeah, so that should be it. Anyways, now let's finally get into what I'm actually doing in the background. And this is, guys, finally we are in the pirates area, and I already said this in the stream a few times, and I also said this in the different Mainstreet episodes as well. I have a really different approach of the pirates area, although I must say now, going towards the end of this area already, it's kind of more similar than other projects in comparison to other projects than I hoped it was. But this is kind of just due to the fact that it's at least always looking Caribbean or stuff like that. And yeah, but maybe to talk you a little bit through the idea of this pirates area. So let's go back to when the Alpha 1 was released. The Alpha 1 contained just one theme set, and this was the pirate set. Not in its full beauty, but I think the major parts of this set were already in the game. But this was literally the first set we had in the game, alongside with some generic stuff. And down to this, a lot of pirate parks plopped out that day. Obviously, they don't hold on to the nowadays standards, which is obviously, you know, there's just no chance they would. But I was kind of annoyed of pirates themes after just 2 weeks or so. So I never did one really. I think it was my first hour of playing the game. I just built a pirate area because it was too obvious, I guess. But then I got already bored and tried some new stuff with the pieces given. And this was also kind of the birth of these crazy different poly intensive monsters we have created over time. But in the end, there was a pirate set in the game which could be used, and you know, today, when there are so many different themes going on, also in the workshop and everywhere else, I felt like, okay, finally you have to get your food into the pirates area. So it's kind of continuing what I've started with the Mainstreet, although it was too obvious. I never built a Mainstreet before that one, so that's the same with the pirate area. Though I must say the Mainstreet kind of followed the same approach than most of the Mainstreets did, but this pirates area, it kind of shouldn't. Because like most of the pirates areas I've seen in the game so far, like all the parks I downloaded and all the videos I've seen, they are looking amazing. They really, don't get me wrong, they are all looking truly amazing. But for me, they do lack one particular thing. They are all built up from the pieces we have in the game and how the entire area should look like. So it's not a, you know, it's not wrong to do so, because the game obviously offers the stuff and you don't need to do different stuff just to do different stuff, you know, just for the sake of doing something different. That's not the idea behind it. But I think the in-game pieces are great for kind of a piratey area in terms of a theme park in general. So like a really generic pirate area, which would work like everywhere and would be kind of glued to what you would see in movies or so. But the general idea I want to follow, and I don't know if I get it done in the end, I must say. I'm still not sure, because like at the point where we are now in real life time, I'm also not sure if I get it done. But the approach I kind of want to follow is to build an area which is basically an ancient area of, you know, for example, the Portuguese people, or for example, the Spanish people in the Southern Sea, or maybe like in the Caribbean, where they have started to build up their own kind of, you know, harbors and little towns next to the sea. And then someday pirates went into them and just pushed them away, and so they conquered this little town. And so the architecture which you need to have there is basically a Spanish one or a Portuguese one, or a, you know, like it's not a pirate architecture in that sense, because pirates don't have their own architecture in a way. Pirates just conquer and use the stuff they conquered. So they do have a mixture of all their stuff they have conquered, but in the end there is kind of a basis which they build upon. And this basis I decided to go for, well, it's a little bit hard. I think it's a little bit Spanish inspired as well, but it could be also like located in Puerto Rico in a way. And it's not like completely Spanish architecture, but it's also Puerto Rican inspired as well. So it's also kind of, which wouldn't effectively Puerto Ricans, it would be Spanish people that have lived there and now became Puerto Ricans after centuries of, you know, different family levels, so to say. I don't know if that's the right term, but I think you understand what I'm trying to tell there. And yeah, basically this idea of the Spanish inspired architecture, and then just conquered by the pirates and kind of changed slightly with their kind of stuff they just stole and conquered and took from other people and other big ships or so. This is basically the idea behind this area. So I want to go with a very generic theme and just taking away all the broken structure and this little messy pirate little cover, which will be later on top of it. If you would take away this cover, you would definitely release a really nice Hispanic architecture inspired harbor. And that's basically the idea of this little pirate area I'm going to do. So you won't see me using too much of those pirate things, even though I will do for the sake of just getting in a little bit of this pirate feel to it. But it won't be like crazy piratey with all these, you know, messy towers or stuff like that. So it will be a little bit more cleaned up, but then at the same time, like also kind of piratized, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so this is basically the idea, and I hope you kind of agree with me that this could be also a cool approach, and if you do have examples of other people who have done this, because surely I can't watch all the workshop and follow all the work, so I don't want to say nobody else did this, I just haven't seen it yet, which doesn't mean that there isn't anything out there. And since I'm really interested to see if there would be kind of this approach already, just to get some inspiration from this one, just give it a try and give me the link in the comments below. I'm checking all the links, by the way, guys, and although they are blocked by YouTube automatically, you just can go down. I'm nearly checking it every day, so I'm also trying to approve those comments as soon as possible. If it's not spam, you can, yeah, I can guarantee I'm going to give it a go, unless it's self-advertisement to a big amount. So that's also something I'm going to definitely not going to allow. But apart from that, just helpful links or stuff like that, or links to the workshop, just put them down. I'll go to give them free. And I think I even installed a filter already, so that Steam Workshop links shouldn't be blocked. But yeah, so I don't know, or maybe I'd put it back. I have no idea. Anyways, just try it. I'll give it free. So I hope you, as I said, like this approach. And now I'm going to end this episode because, or like not the episode, but the commentary, because I finally want to start streaming. I'm a little bit late already, so Monday stream is going on right now. And if you want to see what I've done and see this area how it looks right now, you can just go over and watch the stream back from yesterday, or maybe even from today. I don't know. Let's see. So, guys, have a nice evening, have a nice day, have a nice morning, whatever time you're looking at, and enjoy the big summer update. See you then, and bye-bye.